Welcome to this presentation on the Northumbria Sport, Volunteering and Internship Recognition Scheme. My name is Andy Barton and I'm the Sport Development Manager at Northumbria Sport. And if you'd like to contact me with any questions regarding the recognition scheme or anything related to volunteering and internships, my email address is on this first slide. Before I begin, I want to wish you good luck in your role this year and to thank you for being part of our student sport workforce. We truly appreciate the contribution that you make to sport and physical activity here at Northumbria. Our Volunteering and Internship Recognition Scheme is our way of recognising and rewarding the vital contribution that volunteers and interns make to student sport at Northumbria. On top of providing you with a volunteer or internship role that gives you hands-on experience in the sports sector, we want to support your development journey throughout your volunteering or internship role and add value to your experience. The Volunteering and Internship Recognition Scheme, or VIRS for short, is made up of three distinct areas. Firstly, Embed safe practice. Our entire student sport workforce, from student club committees to sport club coaches, and from our volunteer Zambia student development officers, performance analysis, strength and conditioning, or marketing and media interns, will all be supported to achieve this first step of VIRS. This is a mandatory step for all volunteers and interns that is focused on providing you with the essential qualifications and training that you need to work safely and effectively in your role. The first stage of VIRS will be mandatory for all to achieve. Secondly, Enrich and Enhance. We will provide you with a menu of free e-learning options in a range of topics which will supplement the hands-on experience that you have gained in your role and boost your knowledge and skills. Thirdly, Kickstart your career. We will provide you with the opportunity to engage in employability training and reflect on the skills and experiences that you have gained while in your role. Let's go through these three areas in a bit more detail. Embed safe practice, the first stage of VIRS. As previously mentioned, this is a mandatory requirement for our entire student sport workforce as we look to support you in performing your role safely and effectively. This involves completing mandatory training which will be specific to your role and will all be provided to you free of charge. You will also be required to register an account on Volunteer Kinetic, our online volunteer management platform, where each week you should report the number of hours that you have worked in your role. Once you have completed these two steps, you will be provided with free sports kit and access to our development bursary, where you can receive up to £300 to go towards additional qualifications, accreditations, or workshops that are specific to your role. Finally, you will be issued with a personalised certificate of completion, which you can add to your CV and evidence your commitment to safe and effective practice, something that will stand you in good stead with future employers. Once you have completed this first mandatory stage, you can complete either of the next two areas whenever suits you and in whatever order you like. But before I talk about Enrich and Enhance and Kickstart your career, I'll go over some of the mandatory training that is part of Embed Safe Practice. This is a list of some of the mandatory training and steps that will be part of Embed Safe Practice. The areas highlighted in red will be required to be completed by all roles, and they are for you to confirm receipt of, review and sign the risk assessment associated with your role, to sign your volunteer or internship agreement, to sign our Student Sport Code of Conduct, and lastly, to complete a 20-minute e-learning module on equality, diversity and inclusion. Northumbria Sport, and more widely Northumbria University, are committed to embedding equality, diversity and inclusion principles in everything that we do. And this short 20-minute e-learning module will go over some of the basic knowledge that we should all be aware of to make sure that all of our sport activities at Northumbria are fully inclusive and open to all. The areas highlighted in white on this slide are some of the training or steps that you may need to complete if they are specific to your role. For example, if you are in a paid role, you will need to be set up on payroll. Or if you are a coach, you will need to provide details of your existing qualifications. Again, please note that if you do not hold some of the mandatory qualifications, you will be provided free access to complete these. So I'll now explore one of the two additional areas of VIRS, Enrich and Enhance, where we look to add further value to your role by providing you with flexible and fully subsidised CPD opportunities from industry-leading experts. We will provide you with a menu of options from a range of different topics such as mental health, LGBTQ+ awareness, safeguarding, disability sport, sudden cardiac arrest, and more. All the e-learning will be free for you to access and be completed at a time that suits you. You will be required to complete at least 2 e-learning courses. However, there is no limit to the number of courses that you can access as you look to expand your knowledge. Once you have completed your CPD, you will be asked to forward your completion certificates to the Northumbria Sport team and complete a short impact statement to evidence how the CPD has influenced your role and your knowledge. This is to ensure that the CPD provided to you is valuable and meaningful. Once you have completed these steps, you'll be issued with an additional certificate of completion, providing evidence on your commitment to personal and professional development, which will again be of value to future employers. Lastly, it is worth noting that rewards for high level of engagement, such as vouchers, access to additional training and opportunities, shout-outs and endorsements to improve your personal brand, and other rewards will be available throughout the year. Here is a table detailing the CPD menu of options that we have available. These are split up into 4 key areas: expand your knowledge, enhance your communication, develop your coaching, and bring health and safety to life. At the time of this presentation, September 2023, the options which are highlighted in yellow are not yet available, but will be coming online at some point over the 2023-2024 academic year. And as soon as they are made available, we will let you know. We will provide full details of all of the options available to you via email and on our website. And you will simply need to email one of our staff members to get an access code to the course of your choice. I'll now finish on the other area of VIRS, Kickstart Your Career. You will work with the Graduate Futures team at Northumbria University to help you reflect on the experiences that you have gained while in your role and be provided with free employability training to help you write CVs and cover letters, apply for future jobs, and sell the best version of yourself to future employers. Once you have completed this training, you'll be asked to complete a simple task where you will be required to evidence how you have the 9 relevant employability skills that employers have told us are the most valuable to them, and these are universal across all roles. These include teamwork, communication, and problem solving. The final step in this process will involve you taking part in a mock job interview, where you will have the chance to practice your interview skills and receive immediate feedback on your performance. Once you have completed these steps, you will receive an additional certificate of completion, again evidencing your commitment to your employability and your future, which is valuable to future employers. Finally, we will provide you with a personalised LinkedIn recommendation to promote your personal brand and skills and help you get ahead of the crowd. Thank you for watching this video. My contact details are on the screen now should you wish to contact me about anything related to our recognition scheme or your volunteering or internship role more generally. I hope you have a great year in your role, and thank you for your commitment to sport and physical activity here at Northumbria.